Hello, you now have 5 seconds to comply and finish watching the entirety of this episode of Filmfaker's commentary from your friends at Supraliminal Films. And this is going to be the episode where we talk about Robocop, and we are going to do the scene where they're in the junkyard and all the bad guys are about to take out a really beat down Robocop and a very vulnerable Lewis. So we're going to go ahead and get that started right now. So we're going to see the cars coming in from back in this industrial salvage wasteland that Robocop and Lewis have themselves pinned down in. And we're going to have all our favorite bad guys pulling up. We got Ray Wise. We got Kurtwood Smith. We got the guy who was Emil. We got everybody in this one. They're all going to try to mess up Robocop. They all got big guns. They're ready to go. They got fully stocked from the from Ronnie Cox earlier on, and they're ready to just destroy everything that is made of a man plus a machine, or one or the other, probably too. This movie is directed by Paul Verhoeven, and boy, oh boy, are the visuals in this movie great. Man does not shy away from violence. The man does not shy away from being stylistic when he needs to. He is very much a master of especially the visuals of it, and using extreme visuals to tell his story, and Robocop is 100% no different than any of his other ones. It's just absolute violence, absolute allegory. We have all the political stuff earlier in this movie. If you haven't seen this movie and you're watching this, well, hopefully you'll go back and watch the whole thing after you watch this movie, because holy cow. Yeah, we got Kurtwood Smith. That's the dad from That 70s Show. He's the bad guy. Well, one of them. And he's great. Like, look at the blood. Look at the squib hits in this movie are ridiculous. They're just using, like, gigantic guns. What is that, like a 50 cal kind of thing, Paul?
Yeah. The thing that always bothered me in this scene is when they're trying to listen for him and walking, they're having a car drive behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair
They
point.
would have heard him walking up because he's so loud.
And I know they stole that big, giant 80s gas guzzler machine, so you know it's got a giant engine in it.
Oh, yeah. And they are all terrible shots.
They are.
They're hip firing these giant guns.
They are. But, I mean, you gotta love Ray Wise no matter what.
They have sights on them.
Paul, you just love Ray Wise no matter what. He's from the Twin Peaks. He's from everything. What isn't he in?
Robocop.
No, he is.
That's a falsity right there.
This gag. Emil and the toxic goo. We'll
Also
see
watching
Emil.
Robocop running is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to see Emil again in a little while. And one of my favorite special makeup effects. It's already starting to look hideous and deformed and disgusting. Like, what is that thing? And the noise he makes, if you ever watch this, watch it with sound. The howling, and it's so disturbing that I remember when I was a little kid, this completely messed me up. Like, oh, it's so wretched.
Nightmare inducing.
Oh, yeah. Just scared the hell out of me. Like, I saw Toxic Avenger when I was a kid, you know, and so you think getting caught in toxic goo is okay. It's not. It's not okay.
It doesn't always work out as well as you'd hope.
No. No, not at all.
Sometimes you're a horrific mess, and sometimes you're a horrific mess that has something else worse happen to you.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, here's Emil again. Oh, look at the skin on his hands and his face. Oh, it's so hard to watch.
Poor Ray Wise.
And the howling, still making that howling noise. Ray Wise cannot get away fast enough. I'm just like, the stunts in this area, like this location's great. Like, look at this thing.
Yeah, the driving, because this is such a compact area, the driving in this
Here we
insane.
go.
Bye, Emil.
Oh my God, it's so gross. Absolutely incredible.
All you can hope is that his windows were up. And then there goes Kurtwood Smith.
Yep, by Clarence. Lewis got him. Got him. Man, yeah, that's just like, look at this. I mean, I know a lot of these shots were extended by matte paintings to help them look more desolate, but man, this location is stellar.
That was a good shot. Shots.
Yeah, Kurtwood Smith is like the only bad guy who doesn't miss. Everybody else misses like crazy. Kurtwood Smith throws a body out of a car, or a body out of his van and hits a car in the early part of the movie. Just doesn't. He's so good. How's that guy not in more stuff? And now we have the standoff moment. Spit out his gum. He's serious.
It looked like he spit out an earplug.
It did.
He was smoking a cigarette earlier. Was that just chewing on a cigarette?
Yeah. We don't know. It was either gum, earplug, or a cigarette. And Kurtwood Smith, I'm just going to give up. No, it doesn't work that way anymore, bud.
And Ray Wise being like, I had a gun and now I don't for some reason.
I put it down.
Let me make more noise than that.
Yeah, that's the thing that's the worst about the scene is the things that make a shitload of noise that everybody just seems to ignore. I guess Robocop technically doesn't have ears. It's all kind of stretched back over the...
Like sensors.
Yeah.
You can see them.
Well, maybe they're damaged. Look at this. Oh my god, that looked like crazy.
Yeah.
Like you felt the weight of that hit so hard. It's so good. And then this nice explosion. Wham! Poor Ray Wise. May he rest in pieces. Nancy Allen saving the day. It's just down to Kurtwood Smith versus approximately a third of Robocop. One pipe versus one pipe arm. Who will win? I hurt him. That's a weird one, right? That's not his body. The only part of
Maybe he's just faking it. Because
Because
now he seems fine.
Why'd they make USB drives? Why didn't they make USB drives like that?
Probably because of this movie.
Yeah.
I got my information spike. Blah.
Yep.
Like it's kind of a Star Wars thing where R2-D2 has the plug-in. No, yeah, the plug-in's actually quite an awful thing. Let's make it more safe.
I'm a mess. They'll fix you. They fix everyone. So weird. So creepy.
Do they know where you are?
Such a good movie.
Probably not. Well, they might because of all the explosions.
And there you have it. Another great movie. Great scene. Love that one. Again, if you haven't seen Robocop, what are you doing? So if you want to look for more stuff that we're doing and more reasons to get yelled at by us for not seeing movies, we do the Filmfakers commentary. We do the 1, 2, 3 shoots. We do the Did You See podcast. We got all kinds of goodies. They're all at supraliminalfilms.com. If you ask us questions, we'll answer them. We're everywhere. Look for Supraliminal Films on your interwebs. Adios.